Hi, this is Jaya. Now we shall see the summary of George Bernard Shaw's famous play Man and Superman. Man and Superman is a four-act drama written by George Bernard Shaw in 1903. Generally, we find that it is the woman who will be pursued and she would finally submit to the man. But in Man and Superman, a man is hunted by a relentless woman named Anne Whitefield. Now, the story starts off with the death of Mr. Whitefield. In his will, he has written that his daughter Anne Whitefield should be left in the care of two men, the young and progressive freethinker John Tanner, and this John Tanner is opposed to all things associated with tradition or convention, and the older and more conservative Rubik Ramsden. Now, the play is actually set in Portland in London, and we find that Rubik Ramsden is in his place when a maid comes and informs him that Octavius Robinson, a young poet, has come to meet him. And Mr. Whitefield was Octavius's benefactor. So, Octavius Robinson has come to convey his condolence on his death. And Ramsden, while talking with Robinson, says that he hopes that Anne and Octavius will marry. And this makes Octavius very happy because that was his secret desire. And at this time, Ramsden warns him against John Tanner because Ramsden regards Tanner as an immoral person. As they are talking, John Tanner himself appears and he informs Ramsden that both of them have been appointed by Whitefield as Anne's guardians. Actually, if you see, it will be Tanner who had advised Mr. Whitefield that he has to team Ramsden up with a younger man to be the guardian of Anne Whitefield after his death. At that time, he did not know that Mr. Whitefield will choose Tanner himself as the guardian. And now he argues that Anne is willful and hypocritical and declares that she will commit every crime a respectful woman can, and therefore he is not interested in being her guardian. Ramsden also says that he refuses to act as the guardian along with Tanner. But they know that neither of them will escape the obligations which have been forced upon them. Hearing what Tanner is telling about Anne, Octavius is really appalled because, according to him, she is a goddess, the reality of romance, that is, a man's desire of a woman to romance with. And at this time, Anne makes her appearance. She is perfectly ladylike, graceful, and filled with abundant vitality. John Tanner and Rubik Ramsden, they urge Anne to make a decision on who she wants as a sole guardian. But Anne says that she will abide by her father's wishes and keep them both as a guardian. But in truth, she is attracted to John and wishes to use the guardianship as a means to keep close to him. So, both men are now her co-guardians. This play actually consists of two storylines. The first is the courtship of John Tanner and Anne Whitefield, and the second is the relationship of the wealthy American Hector Malone and his pregnant, socially lesser wife, Violet Robinson. And this Violet Robinson is actually the sister of Octavius Robinson. Violet and Hector have kept their marriage a secret because of the disapproval of Hector's father, who wants him to marry a girl from a well-to-do and a very successful family. So Violet persuades Hector to keep their marriage a secret so he will not lose his wealth. John guesses the intentions of Anne, and therefore, in order to escape from her, he goes for a journey to Europe. But on his journey, he is kidnapped by a group of pirates. Later, he enters a dream state where he imagines that he is Don John sent to hell. In the underworld, Don John has a discussion with his beloved Donna Anna de Ula, who is actually Anne Whitefield there in the play, and the statue Rubik Ramsden and the devil. They talk about the universal questions relating to men, women, love and marriage. And he explores the concept of men being a women's instrument, and that the man known as a Superman will continue to improve on himself through the generations. The devil then tells Anne that Superman does not exist and she leaves in a pursuit of a father to help her give birth to a Superman. At the end of the act, Tanner wakes up to find that Anne has found and rescued him. In the next act, John Tanner's car is broken and Anne manipulates the situation so she can ride with him. He tells his chauffeur he feels sorry for Octavius, saying Anne is playing with him in her ruthless pursuit. But his chauffeur tells him it is he, not Octavius, who is the true goal of Miss Whitefield. In the final act, we find Violet and Hector revealing their secret marriage, and Violet manipulates Hector's father into continued financial support. Tanner is unable to disarm Anne's charm, and she succeeds in persuading him to marry her, choosing him over her more persistent suitor Octavius Robinson. Thus, Tanner ultimately gives in to the inevitability of marriage and agrees to wed Anne. Thus, the play ends. And I think I've given a very short outline of the play, and you would have understood the whole story. If you have anything to add on, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and encourage. Thank you.